Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's Mark at GeorgeToon.com. I'm back with another Monday morning mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. What do you got this morning? Well, my Keurig machine is working overtime. Hang on. That's a nice cup of coffee. It's a mild cup of coffee. It's a good morning cup of coffee. I was going through my local Mark's grocery store and I came across this brand, Premier Roasters. This is their donut shop blend. It's a medium blend, medium coffee, or premium coffee, but it is a medium roast right there. Premium coffee, medium roast. Nice, mild morning cup of coffee. It's not overly robust, doesn't have any bite, nothing like that. And 12 of these for the Keurig machine. Let's see, the price was $3.99, so that's not too bad. And not great, not bad, kind of right there in the middle. And I'm enjoying it this morning, and I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. My coffee mug this morning is Believe in Dreams. I think maybe you remember this from last year. I was a dream granter. My buddy Eddie Shavitz is involved with this organization. It was started by his brother-in-law, John DeJulius. And it's a really, really terrific charity. I will link it below so you can get more information about them. Thanksgiving is coming up this Thursday, so happy Thanksgiving to everybody in the States celebrating it. And Believe in Dreams last year had a really nice event. They had pancakes for a purpose where you could go into a local restaurant. I think it was yours truly. The one in Chagrin Falls is near me, so I went to that one. And they were serving pancakes and sausage on Thanksgiving morning. And you could have all you could eat and just donate a sum of money to them before you left for the breakfast. Really neat event. I don't know if they're going to do it again this year because of the virus and all that kind of thing going on. But check them out. I'll link them below. Believe in Dreams. Really, really a terrific organization that does some really, really good work. Okay, so good morning blend of coffee. Okay, some things. I saw some comments regarding some subjects I touched on in a previous Monday morning mailbag and some other Monday morning mailbags and some other reviews. So, hey, let's go back for a refill. Okay, so this comes from Jim Marisi or Marici. I don't know how you pronounce it, Jim. It's M-A-R-E-C-I. I don't know if it's Marici or Marisi. I apologize if I've butchered it either way. And Jim writes, "Hi Mark, I saw your Monday morning mailbag this morning. I have another tip for you. I bought these deodorant containers from Amazon. I just pressed my Arco shave stick down into the container. Super easy because the Arco is so soft, works great. Yeah, I'll have a link to these containers so you can see them and maybe get some yourself. We were talking about the Arco shave stick last week. A viewer wanted to know about these and if there is some way to store them once you open them up, that sort of thing. And here's a really, really good way of doing it. And the Arco stick is rather pliable. I mean, if you give it a little bit of pressure here, I got this one right here that I've been using. Just give it a little bit of pressure. You can see here, see how I'm able to really kind of form that, really kind of smash it and smoosh it. So it is rather soft and pliable to a certain extent. It's not overly hard. So you could fit it into one of those containers that I'll link below. Very, very neat way of doing it. Thanks very much, Jim. And if you don't want to go through any of that, I forgot to mention that Arco does make their shave soap in this kind of puck container here. So if you want to just get something like this, you can do that as well. And this is a good size for travel as well. Also forgot to show you, I have this coffee container here. This is a box, a coffee box. It contains Cafe Copano, I think it is. It's Honduran coffee, and a bag of coffee was in there, I guess, if I recall correctly. And I use this to store all my shave sticks because they fit in there very neatly. So if you have one of these laying around, hang on to it and you can store your shave sticks in it. So I wanted to mention that to you. Also, a viewer named Orochi Yagami. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Orochi Yagami. He wrote, just a heads up, Gillette Heritage razors are back in stock at Amazon. Get them before the scalpers do. I'll have a link for that as well. The Gillette Heritage razor that Gillette recently brought back comes in a beautiful clamshell case, and it is a 3-piece razor. The handle, I believe, if I recall correctly, is made in the United States, and the razor head is made in Germany. A lot of us think it's made by Müller, and if it is, it's really a well-made razor head. And there it is, a 3-piece razor. Again, it comes in a nice clamshell, comes with some Gillette Platinum blades, and makes a terrific, terrific Christmas gift. So with Black Friday coming up the day after Thanksgiving, these probably sell quite a bit. I don't know if they're going to be on sale, but I will also be tweeting out on Black Friday if I come across any deals on Amazon or on other websites, wet shaving, online retailers, that sort of thing. So the Gillette Heritage razor makes a great, great Christmas gift if you know a wet shaver or someone who wants to get into wet shaving. This is a good starter razor. And it looks nice. And look, you could probably travel with this as well because of the size of it and the nice case. Also, know that Walgreens sells the King C Gillette razor, another Gillette product. Here's mine right here. King C Gillette 3-piece razor. It's about $30 or so. You can always check Walgreens site and get their mailer through email to see if there are coupons for this, money off, that sort of thing. A really another terrific option. This also would make a great gift for a wet shaver. And if you are a beginner wet shaver or you know someone who wants to try the traditional wet shave, another good razor to start with. I like it a lot. And of course I keep it in my hide and drink sleeve here, razor holder, like that. Yeah, works really, really well. All right, so that's good. That kind of covers all the bases. So let's get to some of these questions. Okay, so this first comment comes from Jim Maraci, or Maraci. Once again, Jim writes, "Hi Mark, I have another story for you. I used to shave with a Gillette Mach 3 razor prior to coming to the traditional wet shave. When I went to Thailand a year ago, I had my Mach 3 with me. I also had a dryer and a sharpener with me because I knew I was going to be living out in the middle of nowhere. I didn't know if I would be able to buy replacement cartridges out there. I also took 5 replacement cartridges with me. I ended up using only 1 cartridge the entire year I was over there, and the cartridge was still good when I got home a year later. I will put the link to the dryer and the sharpener. Basically, it eliminated the need to buy another razor cartridge again if I still use that type of razor." That sounds pretty amazing. But I am going to link those 2 devices, and I'll put it out there for discussion. Let me know if you've ever used a sharpener or a dryer and what your results have been. Jim says he's gotten quite a long amount of use from just 1 cartridge, just using the sharpener and the dryer. Be interested to hear what everyone has to say about that. So thanks very much for passing that along, Jim. I think it's a very, very interesting comment for discussion, and I'll link the sharpener and the dryer that Jim talks about below. And he also tells me that it can be used, the dryer can be used for a traditional safety razor as well. So thanks again, Jim. I really appreciate the comment. And again, feel free to comment on that below. Okay, this next question comes from Ron Culliner. And he writes, "Hi Mark, I just bought the Crusader and I love it. I have a question. When adjusting the aggression, I keep the doors closed as per Vikings Blade's instruction card, but the adjustment wheel becomes loose when I up the aggression. I reached out to Vikings Blade and they recommended opening the doors when adjusting. When I do it that way, they say tension remains on the adjustment wheel and it changes the setting like it should. Can you tell me how your Crusader works? Do you have the same issue?" My Crusader, and I used this the last couple of days to shave with, and I got a beautiful BBS, 3-pass BBS shave with this razor. It's absolutely wonderful. When I do it, and the instructions that I found on the Amazon product page that Vikings Blade posted there in a Q&A section, is that you dial this all the way up to max, and then you open up the doors. Then you load your blade, you then close the doors, and now you can adjust it up and down during your shave. Once you're done and you want to clean it out again, all the way to the max, open it up, take the blade out, clean it out, etc., etc. So that's how I do it, and I haven't had any kind of problem. They do have a quick video on how you can reset that should that kind of issue arise that you were experiencing. But I passed that video and that information on to Ron, and he told me, Mark, you hit the nail on the head. You have to set to max when opening the doors. Then the adjustment wheel has some tension and moves the base plate. Yeah, so I'm glad it worked out for you. But yeah, this has been a terrific razor. Love the Vikings Blade adjustable razors, the Crusader, the Emperor line. Really, really terrific. So thanks very much for that, Ron. So just passing that on to anybody out there that may have the Crusader razor, or maybe you're going to get one this Christmas. That would be great. Or if you have one and you experience that issue, that's the quick fix for it. So just dial to max, then open up the doors, load your blade, close the doors. I leave the doors closed while I'm adjusting throughout my shave and after my shave. Again, max, open the doors, take out the blade, clean my razor, etc. All right. So thanks very much for that, Ron. I really do appreciate it. I hope that's helped you and some other viewers out there. Okay, so this next question comes from Ray Hale, and it is along the same lines of the Crusader razor. And he writes, Mark, I'm a bit confused. In the beginning of the video, you mentioned this razor has no numbers, but if you search Vikings Blade Crusader on Amazon, I saw Crusader Ragnar's with numbers on it. New model Crusader? Thanks. He was looking at an older video that I did with the original Crusader adjustable razor from Vikings Blade. And I have mine right here. And let me show you what that looks like. And here it is right here. And it is a terrific razor. And yes, there are no numbers on the collar here at all. They just have arrows to tell you to dial it up, dial down. That's it. And I really enjoyed this razor because I looked at it as kind of an adventure when I was shaving. I would dial it all the way up, load my blade, close the doors, and then I would give it a quarter turn, an eighth turn, a half turn, that sort of thing to adjust the aggression on it. So I figured that if I started, like say right here with my thumb on the front, and I gave it a quarter turn, then I would do my first pass with that, and I would give it another quarter turn for my second pass, and then I would dial all the way down and maybe turn it up an eighth and do a third pass, that sort of thing. So it was kind of a shaving adventure because it didn't have any numbers, and I enjoyed that, and it made for a very interesting shave, and I always seem to get a great shave with this. But yes, they replaced this with the Ragnar and the newer Emperors, and you can see that they're a little different in design, a little different. You can see that the adjustment collar here has been changed a little bit, and the way I guess you say the way the razor head has been manufactured is slightly different, but the other aspects of it seem to be similar. But I don't believe they sell this one anymore. So I guess I have a modern day collector's item, so to speak. So it's nice to have. I'm really glad I have this, and I'm glad I hung on to it and didn't sell it or anything like that. I just am very, very happy to have it, and I'm going to continue to have it and pull it out once in a while and have a shave with it, because it really does give a terrific, terrific smooth BBS shave. So if you can find one someplace, secondhand or something like that, I recommend it. It's really nice. It just doesn't have any numbers on it. And of course, if you want something with numbers, then the Ragnar will definitely fit the bill. And again, terrific razor. Love them both. Again, as I say, I like the Vikings Blade adjustable razors, the Crusader line and the Emperor line. So thanks very much for that, Ray. I hope that helps. And either one of those razors I recommend, but if you want numbers, yeah, the Ragnar is the one to go for. Okay, so this next comment comes from Christian Nelson, and he writes, "Hi Mark, thanks again for your great work. As I indicated in one of your previous videos, I have been using canned cream for years, and after discovering your channel, I switched to soap shaving and I love it." Great to hear, absolutely great to hear. "I particularly like the Proraso soaps and bought all 3 products, white, green, and red, and alternate every morning. I will soon test Cella and Tabac. All of those are great, and they were game changers for me. When I came to the traditional wet shave, I was using some lower end, but still very serviceable shaving soaps, nothing wrong with them. But when I used Tabac, and I got Tabac, this really upped my shave. Really gave me a much, much better, smoother result. And of course, this has got that great barbershop kind of scent and vibe. Yeah, like Tabac a lot. Tallow-based soap, just so you know. And Proraso, what can you say about Proraso? Proraso red, Proraso green, and Proraso white. If you have sensitive skin, try the white. It really is very effective for those of us with sensitive skin. They sell an entire kit as well, where you get the cream or the soap and the balm and the pre-shave. Terrific, especially if you've just starting the traditional wet shave and you have sensitive skin or your skin borders on the sensitive side. White is very, very good. If you like sandalwood, a traditional sandalwood scent, Proraso red has that. Terrific, really nice. It's been growing on me because it's a little different from some of the other perfumey kind of sandalwood scents out there. And of course, Proraso green has got that menthol and eucalyptus kick to it. A lot of guys love Proraso green. It really is a great shaving soap. Yeah, and it's a softer soap. All these soaps are a little softer, and they lather up a treat. They really do. They are just terrific, and they're very, very affordably priced. I think one of these here in the US is $10. So that's a terrific deal. Now, Cella also makes, they're another great Italian soap maker out there. Cella Red has that almond cherry scent, and this time of year, that's perfect because it smells like Christmas cookies. A lot of wet shavers immediately say that. It smells like Christmas cookies. And this lathers wonderfully well. Builds a great, great lather. Cella Red is tallow based. And I like this container because it is, it's suitable for travel, and it still packs a good punch, and I load right out of there and I do a face lather with it. I like Cella a lot. I like it a lot. And Cella Green is their non-tallow formula. This is their aloe vera formula. And this also has a nice, clean, fresh scent, very fragrant, not overly perfumey, just right there in just a nice, fresh scent. And this also makes a wonderful lather. I was really surprised at the performance of this. And again, same kind of container. So I would say anybody coming back to the traditional, anyone starting a traditional wet shave, you're coming back to traditional wet shave and you're looking for a soap, prior to getting into artisan soap, which are wonderful, I would definitely check out the Proraso, the Tabac, and the Cella. Any one of those is going to allow you to make a fantastic, fantastic lather. And again, like I say, Tabac was a game changer for me and really led me to the Proraso and the Cellas. And a lot of viewers recommended a lot of these soaps and absolutely upped my wet shave to a new level. And really, get a good soap, and all of these are good soaps. They range in price from about $10 to about $16, $17, somewhere in there. Great quality, and you can get them on Amazon and a lot of other online sellers that deal with wet shaving gear. So thanks very much for that, Christian. I really do appreciate it. Okay, this next comment and question, kind of all rolled up into one, comes from Larry Phillips. And he writes, Mark, recently I bought the PAA Amber Aerolite synthetic shave brush based on your recommendation. Again, thanks for this recommendation. I absolutely love this brush. I also have the Solid Marble Shaving Bowl by Bo Brummel, which you reviewed on 6/23/2018. I'm a bowl latherer, and the Marble Shaving Bowl works great with my Parker Black Badger brush, as the handle is a lot smaller than the Aerolite. The inside of the mouth of this bowl measures 3 7/8 inches. This is small compared to the handle of the Aerolite brush. As a result, I constantly bang the handle against the edge of the bowl. To keep from scratching the handle, I move my fingers down on the handle so that my fingers will hit the edge of the bowl instead of the handle of the Aerolite brush. My thought for the Monday morning mailbag is bowl mouth size compared to the brush handle size, and how to determine the correct bowl size for the shave brush you're looking to purchase. Well, Larry, first of all, yeah, the Amber Aerolite, wonderful, wonderful shaving brush. I like it, and I like the handle, and I like your idea of, bringing your fingers down like this so it's not banging the side. Now, I'm primarily a face latherer. I like just to load up my brush in, again, right here like this, or in some Tabac like this. I just like to load it up and then do a face lather, and I'm off to the races. So I don't do a lot of bowl lathering. I do some bowl lathering, and I have a lot of different shaving bowls, and I think my taste might change down the road where I go back to doing bowl lathering. But the marble shaving bowl that you're talking about, I believe, is this one. This is one that I got from Supply Shaving Company, and it has these nice ridges cut in the inside there that create some friction. So if you put shave soap or shaving cream in there, you can just go ahead and build a lather like that. And I understand what you're saying, that shaving bowls, you'll get that clang, 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 clanging there on the handle. I understand that. I think overall, the size and the shape of the bowl, where it's wider at the top and tapered at the bottom, probably is a good way to go without knowing measurements, that sort of thing. For instance, this is the shaving bowl. I got some shave soap in the bottom there. That's Bay Rum from Stirling. I did a review on this. I haven't aired it yet. I'm going to have to air it pretty soon. But yeah, I would say that just this action in there with the Aerolite, it's not going to bang it too much. Plus, this is a high impact plastic, so that's not going to bother too much. Larry went on to say, after looking at other bowl reviews, it appears that the Captain's Choice Shave Bowl, regular size, might provide some insight as to what makes the perfect shave bowl for these larger handle brushes. Nobody, at least to my knowledge, when doing a shave bowl review, really identifies the best brush handle size to use with the shave bowl. When you reviewed the Evan Rosenthal handmade shave bowl on 6/14/2020, you demonstrated how various brush handle sizes work with this bowl. Did you know this before you bought the bowl? If not, use this bowl as an example of what to look for, opening size and depth of the bowl, etc. And he compares it to the Captain's Choice Bowl and that sort of thing. I don't have a Captain's Choice Bowl, but yeah, this is the Evan Rosenthal bowl in question. Again, I like these bowls that have this nice taper and a wider opening up here. And yeah, the Amber Aerolite brush seems to work. Okay, a little bit of clanging there. Okay, that seems to work. And I like these shaped bowls here, but that's not to say that some other shaped bowls aren't going to work. This is one that I got from my nephew as a gift. This is an artisan, handmade, crafted shaving bowl, and this one seems to work very well. Okay, a little bit of clanging there, so maybe if I do that with the fingers, like you suggest, that helps. Yeah, I understand. That's a good tip. That really is. Some of the bowls that I got from just a thrift store, again, it's this classic shape here. This seems to be advantageous to making a lather, and this one seems to work. And because it's ceramic, I don't think it's going to really mar the handle too much. Maybe yes, maybe no. This is an IKEA bowl right here. I bought this at a thrift store for like a quarter, 50 cents, something like that. Now that's a nice shaving bowl. It's smooth, there's no friction there, but look, it's, again, it's got that classic, that nice profile, narrow, wide at the top, that kind of thing. Even this copper bowl that you've seen me use before in the past, same kind of thing there. The Vikings blade shave bowl here, the Grand Sharon shave bowl, that kind of departs from that design, but still works well. And yeah, this one definitely would be where I would move the hand down but that's a good tip. That really is a nice tip. However, they made this so you could drop in a soap puck. So if you drop in a nice soap puck, that's gonna push this knot back, so you'll be really out here building a lather. I've got one other here. Yeah, here's the Vanderhagen shaving mug, apothecary mug right here, and you can see I have got some soap in there that I just kind of cut and put in there. I can't remember. I think this might be the Vanderhagen soap that I shredded and kind of fit in there. I can't remember what it is. I really don't. But again, it's high enough to where this opening isn't going to bang around there. So that kind of works as the flecks of soap fall out here. I don't know what brand soap this is. I forgot. But you know what? I'm going to shave with it and find out. So yeah, there's, I don't know how I would go about doing a review like that, measuring that sort of thing. I would just say if you stick to something like this, chances are most brushes are going to work with it. And I like the shave bowl because it's high impact plastic. It has that classic shape. The Evan Rosenthal handmade shave bowl, same kind of look there. And yeah, even something like this, IKEA, that I got for 75 cents, 50 cents, whatever it was, has that nice wide opening there, as does this Vanderhagen apothecary mug. Nice wide opening there. So yeah, that's kind of the long and short of it. That's kind of the shape of a shaving bowl or shaving mug that I look for. A little wider opening on top, a little narrower on the bottom, that sort of thing. Have something that has a little bit of friction there. Even this marble bowl kind of has that shape to it, doesn't it? A little wider on top. This one is not as deep as the others. So that's what I look for in a shaving bowl. And again, Larry, I think it's a great topic. And if anybody has suggestions about it, please comment below and let us know, because I think it'd make for a really, really great discussion. So thanks very much for that, Larry. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so this next question comes from Jerome Droidica. And he left this question in a review I did on Stirling Barbershop shave soap. And he wrote, "Nice soap, nice shave, and very nice artwork. Is this soap a bit to be compared with Clubman and or Clubguy?" Well, Barbershop, the Clubman, and the Clubguy can all be considered barbershop-like scents that evokes that classic neighborhood barbershop scent, fragrance, aroma that we're all familiar with. But they're rather different, but they still evoke the same kind of barbershop scent. This particular one here by Stirling, this has a warm spice, subtle spice kind of scent, but it still evokes that neighborhood barbershop aroma and scent that many of us are familiar with. And of course, yeah, great artwork. And barbershop says it all. It really is that way. Pernell Clubman, the aftershave, really, I would say, is exceptional. This has the same kind of classic barbershop scent, although it's pretty much a departure from the barbershop soap that I just showed you. They're different, but their experiences that they evoke are similar. They both give you that barbershop kind of feel, even though the scents really aren't related. They're kind of in the same church, different pew, so to speak. I guess you could describe it that way. And of course, the Clubguy is an homage to Clubman, and this is a beautiful scent. And it is maybe one up fresher than the original Clubman. It's terrific. It really is. either one of these finishes off the shave wonderfully well. But again, Clubman, Clubguy, Clubman, Barbershop, they all have that, they all evoke that great neighborhood barbershop scent and experience. They're just approaching it from a different fragrant note, so to speak. Again, same ballpark, different part of the stands. That's kind of the way I look at it. So thanks very much for that, Jerome. I hope that answers your question. I would recommend that you and others out there try it for yourself, and you'll have a better understanding. All three of those products are terrific. Okay, this next question comes from the Red Pitbull Mix, and he wrote this in the review that I did on the Parker 96R, and he said, "Nice shave. Have you lost any hairs from a synthetic brush while applying lather?" The answer is yes, I have, particularly when they're brand new. My understanding is that during the gluing process of the knot, the glue is going to miss a few of those hairs in gluing them all together. So those are going to be loose and they're going to fall out within the first couple of uses of the shaving brush. Now, what I usually do is, when I get a brand new shaving brush, I immediately wash it out. I give it a good rinse, and then I get a nice mild soap, and then I'll just build a lather in the palm of my hand like this, and I'll rinse it out, and I'll give it a good shake, and that gets out any manufacturing dust or particulate matter that may be residing in there, or even maybe from packaging and shipping, that sort of thing. And after it's good and dry, then I'll go ahead and have my first shave with it. And yes, I'll lose a hair or two on the first few shaves, but then after that, everything seems to even out, and I don't seem to lose any more hairs. Maybe once in a blue moon here and there, but for the most part, no. Now, the other thing that I do is I use warm water when I'm soaking this brush. You can see in my videos that I drop the entire brush into the sink of water and let that kind of soak up a little bit. And because it's synthetic, it doesn't have to soak that long. It retains water very, very well. A little different than natural shave brushes. But I don't use hot water. I don't use hot water to soak it. I don't use hot water to clean it. I stay away from hot water altogether. Hot water will, from what I understand, really break down the glue, and that can cause you to start losing a lot of hair. So don't use hot water to soak your brush or clean your brush. Just use warm water. If you use hot water repeatedly, you're going to break down that glue, and that's going to result in losing a lot of hairs, regardless of what kind of brush it is. So that's kind of been my rule of thumb, my understanding of it. So warm water only. Now you'll see some wet shavers, they'll take a bowl like this, they'll fill it with water, and then they'll drop the shaving brush in like that, and they'll just soak the ends here. They won't soak the entire handle, etc. I don't know if they're using hot water or warm water, but even if I were to do that, I would still just use warm water. Now, when I get a puck of soap like this, I'll put hot water on top of that and let that kind of get everything going. Then I'll take that hot water, that little bit of hot water, and I'll dump it into the sink. And that's negligible. That's not going to raise the temperature of that water in the sink. But it also helps a little bit because that heat is still on top of that puck, and that'll help give me just a little bit of warmth when I'm starting to make that lather. So that's kind of what I do. But again, soaking, cleaning, using, I stay away from hot water because it could damage the glue. So just warm water only. So I hope that answers your question. And thanks very much for asking it. The Red Pitbull Mix. Okay, so this next comment is a heads up from Elizabeth Sander Jones regarding fine accoutrements. And she wrote, "Okay, so sad to see this line of shaving soap go away. I do have one puck of Italian citrus. Hopefully Fine Accoutrements will have a suitable replacement soon." Yeah, Fine Accoutrements sent out an email and it said, "Fellow shavers, today it is my unfortunate duty to report that 2020 has claimed another victim in the form of Fine Classic Shaving Soap. Effective September 30th, the corporate owners of the proud century-old soap factory that produced our legendary base saw fit to permanently close the facility and recycle their machinery for scrap. I read this and I was under the impression that that's it, it's over, no more fine accoutrements shave soap. So I wrote them and asked them, I'm confused. Are you moving to a new facility and it may take some time to restock shave soaps? And they wrote back and said, we used a third party to make our soap. We just provided the fragrances and packaging. And I wrote back in response to that and said, so American Blend, now American Blend, I've reviewed American Blend. American Blend is kind of competes, rivals Tabac, and it is a terrific shave soap. It really is. I wrote back and said, so American Blend will come back at some point. I just missed out on picking some up. Used and reviewed it. And they said, yep, stay tuned. American Blend will be among the first to return in our new soap base. So there you are. I'll keep you apprised of that. That's great news. Sorry to see the current shave soap go away temporarily. They're going to bring it back in a new soap base. Have high hopes for it, and I'm sure it's going to be absolutely wonderful, just like the original version of American Blend was just terrific. So I got high expectations. I'm really looking forward to it, and once they release it, I'm going to get it. I'm going to review it. So I'm just sorry I didn't pick some up prior to this because American Blend is completely sold out. So if you have some other favorite fragrances there, I'll link it below. Get up there and get it before it's completely sold out. All right, that's it. Thanks very much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below, let me know. Check out the Executive Shaving Company, use the code MARK5. Check out my blog, georgetoon.com/blog for my comic strip George, other cartoons, other videos like this. I'm on Facebook, check out my Facebook page. Check out Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements for some great shaving gear. Check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/MarksRating, where you'll find all the products I review on this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. It's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone celebrating it this Thursday. Black Friday is the very next day, and I will be tweeting out deals, so follow me on Twitter so you don't miss out any of those deals that I may come across. Really looking forward to that. Hopefully we'll see a lot of great Black Friday sales for shaving gear. All right, I'll leave you with this laugh. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Happy Thanksgiving and make it a great week.